Having oxidized headlights not only looks bad on your vehicle, but can actually be dangerous when driving at night, since the oxidation actually will block out the amount of light that passes through the lens. Today I want to show you how to professionally restore your headlights. Now the first thing we want to do is mask off any of the painted surfaces around the headlight. This will help us, since we're using sandpaper, to not scuff up any of the painted areas. Now that we're done masking off around the headlight, the first step that we want to take here is we actually want to wipe down any of that surface dirt that may be on the lens using our water-based pre-treatment. Now this product's really just going to help us to clean up and again remove any of that surface dirt or debris. You can already see here right on this towel just how much of that dirt and debris we're pulling right off of the lens. Now that we're done wiping the lens down with our pre-treatment, we can go ahead with one of our most important steps of this whole process, and that's removing and stripping down any of the oxidation using wet dry sandpaper. We're starting from 600 grit and working our way up to 2500 grit. Now to help us glide the sandpaper across the lens, we're going to be using our product called Sand Easy. It's basically acts as a great lubricant for sanding down the lens, as well as it's a good chemical for breaking down any of that oxidation, helping save us on time and product. You can already see just by the beginning of this 600 grit that we're starting to get kind of this milky, chalky kind of residue that just shows all that oxidation that's being scraped and removed off the surface of this lens. Now, out of all the sanding steps, the 600 may be one of your most important to keep consistent. Since this is the first step of the sanding process, this is actually what is stripping down not just all of the oxidation, but as well as if there's any type of light imperfections in the headlight as well. So the thing you want to look for is consistency throughout the whole headlight when doing this process. And basically it's going to look almost kind of foggy when we wipe this product all down, or we wipe all this oxidation off, I should say. All right, looks like we're done with the 600 grit, and we can go ahead and move on to the next step, which is going to be 1000. And basically going to be repeating the same process through each step of the sanding here. Now that we're done with the sanding steps, we can go ahead and wipe it down with the pre-treatment and then start our polishing. All right, now that we've wiped down the lens with the pre-treatment, we can go ahead with our cleaner polish. Now, the cleaner polish is basically almost like a compound and polish in one. It has mild grit to it, which is going to help us to really eliminate any of those sanding scratches that we may have put into the lens, but as well as it's going to polish it up, leaving somewhat of a decent shine afterwards. Now we're going to be using a pneumatic random orbital polisher here, which is hooked right up to an airline. We're done with the polishing step, we can go ahead and wipe it down one more time with the pre-treatment and then start our final step of the process. Okay, so now we're ready for our final step, which is with the Shine Restore. The Shine Restore is basically a clear coat that's not only going to help give it a shine and clarity back to the lens, but as well as put a coat of UV protection on the headlight too. What we're going to do here is we're going to take our lint-free paper towel and basically I'm going to fold it up almost 3 times, just enough to cover up my 3 fingers here. Now this step is a little bit tricky and sometimes can take multiple different coats to where it's really going to bring back that natural or that brand new look to it once again. So the trick here is you want to make sure that you wet the whole tip of the paper towel, not leaving any type of dry spots. So we basically don't want to leave any type of streaks in the headlight. Now we're going to start from one end, move all the way over to the other in straight lines and just barely overlapping on each stroke. Now here I'm not pressing very hard. I'm not applying a lot of pressure. And there we go, there's our first coat. Now, after applying on the first coat, don't be scared if you see any type of streaks or anything like that. What we'll do is we'll allow this to set up and dry because it dries within a few minutes and then we can go ahead and apply on a second or third coat. Typically after your second coat, you'll start to see it really clean up and the third one will pretty much really clean up all the clarity on the lens. So there you have it, guys. We were able to really bring back the look and clarity to this headlight. This process should take you anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how bad the oxidation is, but it will leave you with a great brand new looking headlight. So if this video was helpful, make sure you definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more product and how-to videos. Also, to order your very own headlight restoration kit, visit us at detailking.com where we have everything you need to keep your car clean like a Detail King. We'll see you guys next time.